Hello, I'm Leslie Rock, and I'm going to be talking about a trip to Hong Kong that I made 4 years ago in the winter. Now, for this trip, we were supposed to make a couple of different flights. We were supposed to end up landing in North Carolina, and then from there we would take a plane to Tokyo, and then we would land in Hong Kong. Now, I remember we did make it to North Carolina, and we were on our way to Tokyo, and when we took off, a bunch of people actually gave us a nice formal wave. So that was a bit of foreshadowing of what was to come. And while we were flying, we were about an hour out of Anchorage, Alaska, and the pilot made an announcement that we were going to turn around and land the plane. And I thought this was very serious. However, no one else on the plane was freaking out. No one was yelling or anything. So I thought maybe they should, but I wasn't going to be the first to do it. We landed, and then when everyone got out of the plane, we were in the airport. We looked out the window and we saw the burning fuselage of the right airplane engine, and it seemed pretty serious. So anyway, we decided, or my husband and I decided that we would take the opportunity to go and see Anchorage, Alaska, because this would be the only time we'd ever be here in our whole lives. So the only problem was that we had our summer clothes on because they were expecting me in Hong Kong, not Alaska. I remember there was just very little light. It was quite gloomy outside, but we looked around for a while. After that, we stayed in a hotel, and then it turns out the next morning we got up and we got on the same plane that we flew in on. I guess they flew in an engine overnight from Tokyo, and I had a bit of reservations, but hey, we it turns out we made it, and we landed in Tokyo, and then after that we arrived in Hong Kong, and I'm actually going to be making a second trip to Asia. I'm actually going to make a second trip to Asia in the near future.